Hi, this is Linda and welcome to my channel Linda's Mysteries. Today I'm gonna dive into a topic that around 80% of my students and my challenge participants mention as a struggle to remember all of the tarot card meanings. Yeah, not so easy, right? But for you it's important to know you're not the only one. It is a part of the deal, especially if you are just beginning your tarot card journey. But if you're not, even then, I still meet a lot of people who are still struggling with some meanings. So it is okay. Now, I'm gonna share my hacks with you that are really helpful to find a way how to read tarot cards really effortlessly without thinking much about the meanings, without trying to remember, really being confident in the way you read tarot cards. Okay, let's go for it. My first hack is to find a deck, and you can see I have quite a few tarot card decks, that really is easy for you to read. The chances are that maybe you received your deck as a gift, and there are decks out there, especially like this beautiful Golden Tarot of the Marseilles, really influential needed deck. But this one might be really hard to read, especially if you're a beginner. It might have cards that are, literally just bits of things, and you might get really confused how to read them. And that's quite normal if you don't have a strong association with seeing something like this. Okay, maybe this one you have some association with, but then, there are multiple cards like this. So a deck like this that is very symbolic, very, based on the knowledge that you already know something about tarot, might not be very helpful for you as a beginner. So my first suggestion is to find a deck that might be very easy for you personally to read. And in case you don't know how to buy a deck at all, here's a video where I really dive into it. But the easiest bit here is that, find something like this is my first deck that I bought. And this deck just spoke to me from the get-go. I couldn't even open it. I just saw some cards on it and I was like, I see a story. I see what to say. I have some ideas. It immediately gave me so many associations. So I felt like, this is something that I can work with. And to this day, this is one of my favorite decks that I have out there. And it's beautiful in my opinion. So please act on inspiration and buy a deck that really makes you want to look at it and work with it and play with it, have fun. That's a big part of tarot card reading. It is our free time activity. It is for fun. So my first tip is that. And specifically something that will be easy for you to learn and read is the most important part here. Okay, my second hack is to join challenges, groups, meetings, clubs, courses, whatever you can do that involves other people, because this is very natural. The way we like to learn things in the world is the easiest if you do it together with other people. That just motivates us. This sort of accountability aspect to it really makes us want to do something. And we are quite social beings, so it's just normal if you join a course, a meeting, a group, whatever. It gives you that motivation to really prioritize your time for learning the cards. And then you might have more fun doing it because you might do it more socially, right? Yeah, that's why I like to organize courses and events, because in that way you also meet like-minded people, and that's always fun. Another tip there is to maybe find somebody you can be accountable with, like an accountability partner, but for tarot. I don't know if that's your priority in life, but it's an option, you know. Just, you know, somebody to whom you tell, hey, today I'm gonna do tarot card reading, or this week I'm gonna read cards for myself. And that sort of accountability already does it. The simplest way you could do it is actually announce it online that, hey, I'm gonna do a reading for myself, and then you post a picture as proof that you did it. Those are just brainstorm ways from me. So yeah, that's an option. The third aspect is the best one, I would say, especially to stop struggling with all the meanings, is to continue to read tarot cards for yourself and others. What I would suggest the most, and I really suggest this to all of my students, is to really journal. Do tarot card readings for yourself and journal about it. You can build a practice. Like, for example, I have a full-on fool's journey filled out with my tarot card reading practices, and I share it also in a group because, you know, I like to combine things. And in that way, I do build a habit that I do. Of course, I am a tarot card reader professionally, so my life is way more connected with this. But building a habit can also be 5 minutes of your day just by pulling one card and writing a little bit about it. And in that way, you will actually get to know your deck in the best way possible. Because the chances are, even if you have a deck that you really feel connected to, there might be some cards you will not be as connected to. So that's okay. And journaling really brings out a chance to see it differently. So that's an option if you're reading for yourself. And of course, if you read for others, that's the best. Because in that sense, like you can try to also ask them how they perceive the same card. What do they see? What do they feel? I mean, I'm not saying if you're doing professional card readings, you have to ask your clients to do it for you. That's a different topic here. This is more for the beginners who are like really wishing to learn, and you can play with the cards together with other people as well. You can even ask what maybe you find a card that is really tricky for you, and you go and ask somebody else like, oh, what do you think this could mean? You know, like me, just pull this out and just ask them, what are the associations that come out when you see this? And that already might bring a new idea that you have not noticed, but somebody else will. So it's very intriguing to sort of see it as a way to play around, to have fun, which is how we used to do it when we were kids. Why aren't we allowed to do it now? Just do it, have fun. And then my last hack, the fourth one, will be for today, that by learning these meanings naturally is the most important bit. Because if you try to learn it by force, meaning you approach it from like a masculine specific way of, I must learn this amount of cards in a week, like let's say 7 days, 7 cards, every day a card, blah blah. In that sense, like you might lose the aspect of just wonder and creativity in it. More fun could be if you plan to, oh, every day I just pull a card randomly and then I try to see an aspect in it. And sometimes you will pull the same card 7 days in a row, maybe even. And you still might see new aspects coming in if you're open to it. And that would be more of the feminine way of learning things, which is literally through experiencing it, through feeling it, through seeing it, and encountering it as if though you're a kid who sees the card for the first time. All of these tips I really like to give to everybody that I encounter. I know I gave just 4, you could expand them, I could go in depth with each one of them, but I think it's most important that you just do something about it. And if you feel that you are not able to do it completely on your own, that you don't have that discipline or the interest to do it completely on your own, you're always allowed to join my communities and there share with each other what experiences you're having. So I'm very happy that you're here, and I'm even more so happy that people like tarot and want to just play around and have fun. And this channel is meant for your most blissful growth. And in case you had any questions about today's topic or other tarot topics for spirituality in general, comment below or find me on socials and let me know about that. Okay, for now, I organize many challenges, and if you want to join, also find it on social media because I do them from time to time, and it's a beautiful way for you to learn tarot cards for free. Test them out for 3 days in a row, like really try, and then see if it is for you. And if so, I would love to see you there in my next challenges. And for the moment to come, I wish you the best of the days, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!